I was a kid, I used to write in a journal every summer. I'd keep track of what we were doing and where we'd go on vacations and things like that. But I would also keep separate books, and I would write stories in them. Stories would be about just these little girls that had superpowers. One time one of them was a mermaid, stuff like that. I would draw the pictures and everything. Alright, so when I was in high school, we didn't really have a student newspaper or anything like that, but I was in honors English classes, and I had some really great English teachers. We read a lot of books, and so that got me interested in writing and as an author. And so when I was a senior, I started a blog. Toodlebell's blog is what it was called. I still have it, and I have my own .com too. But so I would write a little bit about what was going on, what I was learning in school, or vacations that we were taking during the summer. I was more active during the summer on my blog. But I would write about clothes that I was wearing, food that I was cooking. There were a lot of recipes. It was lots of fun. The inspiration for my blog, well, my mom called me Toodlebell. That was my nickname from her. So I called it Toodlebell's blog. It was just a place where I could just write anything that I wanted. It was my place. When I started college, I was still blogging pretty consistently. I had started an Instagram for my own blog, and my roommate, my freshman year, she actually was a writer for the Nicholsworth. She was a reporter, and she was always telling me about different interviews that she was doing, and she made it sound like it was a lot of fun. So I asked her if she could put in a good word for me with the editor, and I got a call the spring semester that they had open spaces, and they hired me as a reporter. Started out as a reporter working story by story, and that was really cool because I got to learn a lot in a really short amount of time. I was always really nervous that the editor was going to hate what I had written and it was just going to be really bad, but he always had really nice things to say and really great critiques. He was very kind. And so I learned and I wrote and I kept writing, and soon I got promoted to a staff writer. And so now I'm writing around a story a week, sometimes 2 stories a week, in the news section, which is where the more experienced writers work, so that's fun. So I've been writing a lot, and I contacted an old friend from high school who now works for a local magazine, and asked her if she might have an opening for an intern or just someone so that I could be around their office and just learn from them. And so I sent her some writing samples, and she emailed me back saying that they looked really good and that she was going to pass them along to her editor, and hopefully they'd be able to find a space for me for the summer. But things got changed around in their office, so she said, "We don't have a place for an intern, but would you be interested in freelancing for us? Maybe a story a month." And I jumped at the opportunity. I was so excited. So now I'm working for Point of View, and I'm writing a story a month. Point of View magazine is a local magazine, and they write about different things that are going on in the Houma Thibodeau area. And so my last story that just got published was about a woman who teaches swimming lessons to infants. And so I got to go and observe her classes and really interview her and get to know her. And that was really fun because I got to meet her and all of her instructors, which was really, really great. Working at Point of View is a little different than working for the newspaper because they have a different style of writing. It's not really news writing, and it's more of a conversational tone, which I wasn't exactly used to. But the editor there is really great too, and she has given me a lot of really great feedback and things that I can work on. So hopefully in my next story I won't need as much editing. Well, as a business major, it's kind of different to be in this journalism field. I went from just journaling to working for the Nicholsworth and then to working for Point of View. And so it's been a really fast ride, but it's been really, really great. I definitely see myself writing, even if it's just journaling, if I have to go back to just journaling every night or keeping up another blog. Hopefully, I'll be able to keep writing for a really long time.